Pizza Express runs 369 restaurants that specialise in authentic Neapolitan-style pizza in the UK and Ireland. The chain restaurant began in London by founder Peter Poisson in 1965 and has grown to become the nation's favourite pizzeria. Pizza Express merged with the Gondola Group in 2003, and in 2006 Gondola was acquired by Sinvan. Customers are given the choice between 24 different pizzas, vegetarian and non-vegetarian, as well as salads and pastas. In recent years, they have expanded this business model to a pizza-at-home range, whereby you can buy pizzas and salad dressings in supermarkets. In 2009, this brought the group revenues of £10.5 million. The diagram shows the 5 capitals model of sustainability for Pizza Express. Natural capital involves buying resources from suppliers whilst maintaining strong relations. Through social capital, they support the Venice in Peril charity and run a schools programme to provide school children with an insight into the workplace. Human capital is delivered through several development programmes for employees, evolution to build capabilities, exploration to support managers, and leadership programmes. The restaurant's financial capital is the 369 restaurants, and to improve public image, the company is reducing the salt and fat content of dishes. Manufactured capital is contained in each of the restaurant's state-of-the-art kitchens and IT systems that update headquarters accounts at the end of each day. Pizza Express currently has many strong social corporate responsibility policies by treating employees well through development programs, grievance reporting, feedback and charity work. Little, however, is done in terms of environmental policies. 2 notable issues came to public awareness. Firstly, when Pizza Express failed the ENDS carbon litmus test, and secondly, Pizza Express breached its producer responsibility regime for packaging and was required to pay the highest fine at that time for any single company. These issues will become a central role in deciding its future sustainability strategy. It is generally commonplace to talk about 3 types of sustainability: economic, social and environmental. For a sustainability policy to succeed, the existing stock of natural capital must be maintained and enhanced because the function it performs cannot be duplicated by manufactured capital. This philosophy is central to the proposed strategy, which will focus predominantly on waste reduction, as this appears to be Pizza Express's and the entire restaurant industry's main problem area. By setting an example to the industry, Pizza Express can pave the way to a more sustainable future for everyone. Sustainability considerations need to be included at the heart of Gondola Group's governance structure. A CSR executive will be appointed alongside the executive team. In addition, an internal advisory council will aid the CSR executive in monitoring and managing the implementation of sustainable practices within the organisation. Once implemented, Pizza Express can also introduce the use of sustainability performance indicators to provide yearly comparisons, measuring and reporting the company's economic, environmental and social performance. As well as this, due to previous criticism, the newly appointed CSR executive should work openly to meet the standards set by the Carbon Trust. This can be achieved by working with suppliers and the Carbon Disclosure Project to map and identify embedded carbon hotspots throughout the supply chain. If CSR governance is going to be implemented, sustainability needs to be incorporated into management culture in order to be effective in the long term, otherwise it will lead to bureaucracy. According to DEFRA, approximately 7.2 tonnes of waste are produced in the food and drink industry each year, making it the second largest sector producing waste. Pizza Express does not disclose current waste management practices, which ENDS Carbon Research believes is the result of ineffective carbon management. Effective waste management can help a company to reduce greenhouse gases, particularly carbon dioxide and methane emissions from landfills, improve resource efficiency by saving energy and reducing material waste, and protect ecosystems through the requirement of fewer landfills. The waste hierarchy illustrates prevention and minimisation being the most preferable methods of waste management, while disposal is the least favourable. Pizza Express' new aim is not only to minimise the production of waste, but ultimately to send none to landfill. The proposed strategy sets out how Pizza Express will improve waste management at each of these stages in the hierarchy. Effective waste minimisation strategies will lower production costs in energy, water and raw materials, as well as reducing waste disposal and its associated costs, therefore representing an opportunity to both save money and reduce the environmental impact of food production. One of the most significant sustainability issues arises from the amount of packaging materials in the company's supply chain. Factors that make packaging more sustainable involve greenhouse gas reductions during manufacture of packaging, substrate material choices and chemical compositions. There is currently no waste management system, and the company should develop a sophisticated waste hauling system and work closely with waste vendors to measure and manage its waste. The company could also develop a packaging network to monitor and reduce its consumption of packaging. Through using packaging scorecards, packaging information can be compiled to measure its progress toward reducing packaging in the supply chain. The implementation of these strategies can be time-consuming and costly to be effective, as they require specialist training and knowledge. FareShare is an organisation that aims to ensure the maximum amount of fit-for-purpose food is utilised wherever possible. In 2007, Pizza Express partnered with FareShare to donate and redistribute its surplus food, but to date no contributions have yet been acknowledged by FareShare. Pizza Express needs to understand the benefits from further relations with FareShare. As well as helping the environment, it also helps improve lives. The food that is redistributed feeds impoverished people. The government will shortly be setting a new national target for disposable levels of commercial and industrial waste, which could make recycling extremely advantageous to Pizza Express. As well as being good from a marketing perspective, it will also lower the cost of dumping fees, as fewer rubbish collections means incurring lower costs. The closed-loop system of the recycling process is exemplified by the cradle-to-cradle model, which can be applied to the recycling process of Pizza Express, whereby waste first needs to be separated into organic and inorganic. Inorganic waste such as packaging will be sent to recycling facilities, while organic waste such as food should not be disposed, instead sent as feed for animal farms, or better yet, anaerobic digestion. In the closed loop, waste can be continuously cycled, eliminating the need for waste disposal to landfill. In addition, efficiency is created across the value chain. To encourage customers to recycle packaging, Pizza Express will incentivize customers to return empty boxes to restaurants in exchange for a free drink by displaying a coupon on the box of the Pizza at Home range. While each restaurant will discreetly become a recycling collection point, customer traffic is also generated for each restaurant, benefiting both the company and the environment. Although the offer incentivizes customers to come to the restaurant, it does not have longevity due to the costs it incurs to the company. Anaerobic digestion is the process that causes the breakdown of biodegradable waste to produce biogas that can be used to generate electricity and heat or fuels for transportation. Pizza Express could implement weekly collection of waste for treatment by anaerobic digestion. The disadvantages of this are the low number of existing facilities in the UK, which could result in high costs through transportation and pollution, as landfills can be up to 180 miles away. The attempt to stop Pizza Express sending any waste to landfill might be a slightly unrealistic goal for a medium-sized enterprise. Pizza Express has lots of small outlets, making the cost for collection at every different restaurant very expensive. Separating all the waste into different bins will require a lot more storage space, which restaurants might not have space for. Aside from this, taking different waste to different centres all over the country will involve high use of road transport, the pollution of which might outweigh the benefit of recycling it in the first place. If this waste management strategy was to be introduced, it might have to be done across the whole gondola group to make it more feasible. An average restaurant consumes approximately 8,750 gallons of water per day. However, water is not limitless and has to be pumped and treated, undergoing energy-intensive processes. Furthermore, the declining availability of water is a fundamental issue in the food security dilemma, which must be addressed by any company attempting to become sustainable. Pizza Express main supplier Reynolds has a defined strategy to reduce water wastage by channelizing its supplies from sustainable farming, but water conservation needs to be improved in the restaurants in kitchen, toilets and sanitation. Aerated taps and water-efficient flushes can reduce grey water footprint by a third, while the cost of converting to aerated taps is as low as £2 and effective as a long-term strategy. Restaurants can use approximately 5 times more energy than other retail businesses. The energy proposal will actively seek to address restaurants retrofitting, the implementation of combined heat and power, BREEAM, Energy Star appliances, and improved logistical efficiency. Control systems and architectural fittings should be installed to maximise efficiency. Cork and weather stripping are two cheap and simple air sealing techniques that can save heat and energy. Programmable thermostats could also do this by automatically adjusting according to the room's climate. Changing fluorescent bulbs to light-emitting diodes is another simple implementation. Its lifespan lasts 6 times longer than normal bulbs, reducing costs and the need for maintenance. Following the company's introduction of Veneziana, a pizza which raises funds, and Ligara, a low-calorie pizza, Verde, which translates as green, will be marketed as a low-carb, no-carbon pizza. The procurement of this pizza will bear a virtually zero carbon footprint, and any carbon emissions produced will be offset. All its ingredients are domestically sourced to reduce food miles, and a portion of the proceeds will raise awareness for the Love Food, Hate Waste campaign by RAP. Although this will be feasible during summer months, due to seasonality issues during winter, some ingredients will have to be sourced abroad. To combat this, higher charitable donations will have to be made to offset carbon emission. The main focus of the strategy can be summarised into 3 key areas: waste management, water management, and sustainable procurement of produce. Currently, Pizza Express are not fully committed to any environmental measures. The implementation of a CSR governance scheme will ensure the company identifies and achieves its goals. The company can additionally have an impact through its relations with suppliers. Enforcing suppliers to similarly meet environmental sustainability targets will advance the industry as a whole through efficiency and profit maximisation.